So about 5 to 7 years ago, we started to see some new startup life sciences companies looking to come into our area. A lot of them were driven by people that are working or had worked from Amgen and are interested in exploring new opportunities and ventures. Atara was one of the first to be part of that. And through Atara setting roots here and beginning to grow in our community, we saw a lot of venture capital dollars that began to trail that. And with those venture capital dollars, we saw a lot of new investment in real estate. And taken all together, we've seen over a dozen new life sciences companies take root in Thousand Oaks over the last 5 years. Where a lot of communities talk about being business friendly, we really try to put that into action every single day. And that goes top to bottom within our organization, from our community development and planning team to our public works team, our fire and police resources, all of which play a role in bringing companies forward. I think the real reason that we have been successful in this has been a strategic focus, and that starts with me from the organizational side, and it starts with the city council from a policy side. The city council has recognized the importance of growing our life sciences footprint for the future of our economy in Thousand Oaks and really in Ventura County, and they've put a lot of resources behind that. That includes streamlining your zoning codes to be able to adapt buildings that used to be warehouses into modern workspaces. From the administrative side, it means being able to inspect and move projects forward on a rapid clip. Because when you talk to these scientists, you recognize that they are on the precipice of curing diseases that have been evasive for decades, and they are ready to get to work immediately. Delays because you can't permit a certain action or activity or move it along, it has real consequences, and they'll look elsewhere. And so we've really put a strategic focus behind that. When you're talking about economic development in this modern era, I like to look at it as a triangle. You have jobs, the environment, and housing. And in the middle of that triangle is quality of life. And when in balance, you have investments in all three of those areas contributing to high quality of life. In the past, in Ventura County, we've had a challenge on the housing side of the equation, to a degree on the job side of the equation, but really the housing piece was a major constraint. I think you've seen a recognition across the county of the importance that housing policy plays in economic development and in supporting our jobs growth in our community. In Thousand Oaks in particular, the city council deserves a tremendous amount of credit. They, over the course of the last year, have approved over 1,000 units of housing to be constructed. Of those, 114 will be dedicated affordable. In every location, these are redevelopment properties, meaning they're not impacting existing neighborhood structures. These are, in some cases, antiquated commercial sites that have almost become blighted in many cases. And so these investments are going to not only provide much needed housing, they're also going to transform the tax base locally in this county with these huge investments, hundreds of millions of dollars worth of construction that will provide a really injection of energy for our employers here in town.